So I have a build update on the Jurassic Park shark shooter builds. Now, these rail shooter guns basically are for the um, Aliens arcade machines. Now, these are a fixed analog gun. Basically, with these machines, you get a few hundred arcade shooters. So you get light gun shooters, rail shooters. Games like Transformers Human Alliance is actually the new Transformers going to go on this as well, with the new Ghostbuster game as well. Which I think the Ghostbusters one is Patreon. I think the new Transformers has to be the non-Patreon title. So it'll be the standalone build, I believe, to get these guns to work with it. So I've got some tests to do on that. So basically, most of the wiring's done. Most of the parts are inside. Now, a couple of the power supplies that I did order were a bit too big for the actual arcade itself. I did get some of these smaller ones. For some reason, they sent us some larger ones out. But I've done some custom mounts. I've got a metal plate to cool down the components there. So any heat transfer will transfer to those metal plates, custom metal plates I've made. It gives it an easy access as well to the 110 volt to 240 volt switch inside, because that's got to be switched if this unit goes off to the US, or yeah, if this unit goes off to the US, that switch has got to be switched over. So anywhere that supports 110 volts to 240, 110 volts, it's got to be switched. If it's 240 volts like the UK, it's got to stay on that switch there. So I've got to make sure anytime a unit goes off, I do. If it goes abroad, I've got to switch that switch over depending on what country it goes to. So we've just got the custom plates, acrylics and stuff like that to do on this one. Finish off a little bit of wiring on the inside just to tidy everything up. Like I say, I've been doing some custom wiring as well. Some new wiring just to overlay everything out in order. Also, some of these are starting to get the RTX 4060 graphics cards in by default as well. Because the 3060 is a discontinued card now, so the 4060 is going to start taking over on these machines. So you're going to get an upgrade basically. Same with the Ultimate Deluxe control panels as well. The 4060 is going to start taking by default as well as the main GPU. I do have to update the website, stuff like that. I've just had so much going on in the background. It's been ridiculous, but I've made a great start on these. I'm going to work on the tops of these ones tomorrow, and try and get this, if I can, finish tomorrow, and then maybe the configuration done Wednesday or Tuesday afternoon. We will see. I've got some trim to do for the sides of this one as well. So all the trim for all the units, 3 units there. I've also got a Wu-Tang one to start. I've also got a Deadstone Pirates design, which is a cool looking design, man. Really cool looking design, Deadstone Pirates. It was difficult as well to get the artwork for Deadstone Pirates. So I've made my own custom sort of artwork alongside it for Deadstone Pirates. Super enhanced the logo as well. So I've given it sort of that pirate theme look to it. It's a bit similar to the Goonies cabinet that I've built. But like I said, Deadstone Pirates was a game where it was almost impossible to find decent images for. I think 5 or 6 images in total. And if you've ever watched me stuff before, you know I go through hundreds of images. I say quite a lot in videos. I go through hundreds of images while doing designs, generally, just to get the right images and blend them in nicely and stuff like that. So, I mean, this one is quite a few images, but I have custom made some of the images that's on this as well, the Jurassic Park design. But like I say, 3 Jurassic Park units I've got to get finished off, and then there's, I think it's 2 control panels or 1. I've honestly, I've got so much going, but just got to crack on, keep banging these out if I can. Like I say, I'm hoping I can get about 5 finished this week. 5 machines finished this week, then I can move on to the next lot. I know I'm at my deadline now for some builds, so I'm at my deadline now for some of the builds. So if I just keep cracking on, I should catch up pretty quick, man. Still tons to do. Hawkins isn't opening yet as well. I'm still working with the local council to sort some bits and pieces out. Things are just slow at the minute. We've got to get the flooring sorted in there now. So we're relying on the council to sort that out. I really don't know what's going to happen with the yaw. I can't risk putting it in there with it having water damage. It's too much of a risk, the current one we've got. So I'm going to have to replace that. It doesn't look like the council is going to pull out their pocket straight away. I think they're relying on insurance for it, which can take time. And I don't really want to open up without that there, because it's going to leave a big open space in the premises. And it is one of our main attractions. So at the moment, I don't know what to do. All I can do is just keep cracking on, making the place look that extra nice, ready for downstairs to be sorted. Then we can get downstairs sorted, take a step back, have a think of what we need to do. I know a couple of people have mentioned maybe put up a donations page or something, but I don't like begging for anything from anyone. It is a lot of money to replace the machine. I'm hoping the council pull through. That's all it is. I'm hoping them pull through. I don't like asking or expecting anything from nothing. But we'll see how things go. But like I say, I'm going to come back in the morning, first thing in the morning, get hopefully this finished, the look of it and everything else finished tomorrow. Then I've just got to do my tests and everything on this one. I believe these two down below are going to have black guns. So I've got to put black guns on these ones. Or is one of them, I think the other ones are pink and blue as well. I'll have to double check. And like I say, I've got a Deadstone Pirates one to start. I've got a Wu-Tang machine to start. And I've got the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles one, which is up the other shop at the moment, to get working on and finish off as well. There's a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Ultimate Deluxe control panel. And then hopefully next week I'll be making a start on some other builds as well. What was the other one? I think a Rambo. Yeah, it's a Rambo design of the sharpshooters as well. So there will be an update on there. Don't hit us up for sending your drives back, your update drives yet, because I've got to update these systems first. I want to double check everything and all that stuff, and I am just literally swamped with stuff. So if you can hold off, I think there's a couple of new games going to be released soon anyways. So I'll probably do another update, and you can send your sharpshooter drives back for updating and so on. I might even just do a video, upload the games to the Google Drive, do a video, and then maybe we can sit down together. I'll crack open a few beers and we'll just go step by step, getting the games added, tested, and so on. So maybe just do a live video. I've done a 2K stream the other day. That seemed to work fine. Done a 4K stream, was it yesterday, of Ghost of Tsushima. The 4K stream glitched out a little bit. It wasn't a stream, it was a game. So the streaming was fine. But the game itself, I think because I was streaming as well as running a full 4K and stuff, it just, I think about half an hour, 40 minutes through the actual gameplay, it started stuttering the game. But I think that's because of the processors and stuff running in the background with the streaming and stuff. Because it was quite demanding, but it seemed to stream majority of it pretty all right, so that was good. And it is the holidays. To be honest, we haven't really spent much time with the kids. Have been playing on the consoles over in Hawkins there, where we've just been working with arse off trying to get both businesses going. But I'll keep you updated. I'm, like I say, I'm back in the swing of things. I'm just cracking on, getting what I can done. Like I say, I've got some smaller power supplies as well coming for these as well. Some smaller PSUs for the recoil, because these are 24 volt recoil, so you need 24 volts going in there and that. And I've got, I think these are 10 amp power supplies, so it's about 240 watt 24 volt power supplies. That's for the recoil for both guns. I believe the standard's about 5 amps for each gun. And they're loud. If you're interested in purchasing one of these, the recoil is extremely loud. It can be kept off by default, so it's turned off by default. The only game it's on by default, and you can't switch it off, is Aliens Extermination. Every other game can be switched on in the background when you start up the unit. So if you do want one of these units and want to play it on a night time as well, and you don't want to wake up all your neighbours, you can keep the recoil off on these guns. But I'll showcase this again. If you haven't watched Wicked Gamer's video as well, he's done a perfect review. I think that video's actually hit about 70,000 views. So it's got a crap ton of views. So I do recommend you go and watch that video. He does a great review of the unit. Like I say, we have updated a few games, and we'll be adding some more tomorrow or the day after. And I'll showcase those. Once I've done these units, I'll showcase those. I'll probably only do a video of one of the units done. The other ones I'll just build and ship off straight to the customers. There's no point doing a video of 3 units that are all as bloody same. Know what I mean? And that's it. So I'm quite tired. Like I say, it's been non-stop for me. Absolutely non-stop for me. I've got a few other things. I've got a unit there I've got to get shipped off to the customer as well. I did email him. I don't think I had a reply back, so I'm going to double check my emails again just in case it's went in my spam folder, and try and get that unit shipped off to the customer as soon as we can. And that's it. If you're all waiting on a build, there has been some delays, but I think we're just at with deadline now for these next ones coming up. We're just at with deadline of our builds, 20 week. But we have, like I say, we've had about 5 weeks now of delays. So I should have had these done, and they should have been shipped off early to the customers. But if you're all waiting on a build, like I say, we have had some delays. So unfortunately, that's how things go. If I crack on, if I can get so many done a week, we should catch up pretty quick. But like I say, we have got the other business to also try and focus on and get that going, because it's literally sitting there making no money. We should have been rolling in it the past week or so. It has had a lot of attention, and I know some of you that are watching want to come down and visit as well. I know people that watch me videos, also customers that want to come down and visit. So we want to get it open, but you know me, I build beautiful units. I want the business. I run a 5-star business. I've got 5 stars solidly on Google, and it's been like that for years now. And that's how I want this place. I want it to look as cool as well as be as cool when you come into the place. It's got to be up to my standard. And unfortunately, without that driving sim, I don't think it's going to be at that standard I want it. So I do really need to get that replaced if I can. But we'll see how things go. I'll keep pressuring the council. The council lads, the actual workers, have been solid, absolutely solid. The ceiling's repaired. It's all skimmed, all plastered. It's just been painted today. It's going to get another coat tomorrow. Some of the walls are going to be repainted. We've just got to wait for the floor and get done. Once all that's done, I can then maybe approach the council and say, hey, get your finger at your backside. We need this. You know what I mean? So we'll see how things go. But make sure you like, share, subscribe to the videos. Hit that notification bell. And I will catch us in the next one. Bye.